everyone, thank you for joining my channel, Spiritual Awakening with Ryan Nolan. I greatly appreciate you joining this channel. If you like the video, please hit the like, share, or subscribe button below. There's also a donation link in the description box if you're interested in doing that. If you do that, I greatly appreciate it. So this video that I'm putting together is another video dedicated to helping you increase your energy levels, and that's in alignment with all the other videos that I put together so far up until this point for this channel. And today's message is all going to be about how you can increase your energy levels through stillness and detachment. I talked about in my other videos regarding meditation and how to incorporate self-affirmations to do both at the same time, and how you can put them together and work on your energy levels that way. But I think it's really important to also have a video regarding stillness. And the reason I say that is because that is the moment where you're able to receive the highest vibrational energies that are available to you through your ability to let go of yourself. And that's because you're the most spiritual, you're at the highest vibrational point of your being, the more that you let go of the egoic self. And that takes letting go of distractions. That's about letting go of all the noise that's around you. And we all know that the world that we live in today is extremely noisy and busy, and there's all this stuff going on, chaotic. You can't really sit in front of the TV for too long before you're distracted with another thing that you have to worry about down the road that could potentially happen, that they try to use to scare you. You can't go outside for very long to talk before talking to someone that says something about how you got to prepare for this, you got to be worried about this. So I know there's a lot of distractions out there. I know there's a lot of things that keep people from being able to do the very thing that is most important, and that is coming to a place of stillness. That is to come into a place of complete rest in God, because we are all within God right now. So God is infinite consciousness. God is infinite consciousness, and we are souls within the infinite consciousness. So we can we can grow and expand exponentially as much as we want through our faith, by letting go of what I was just talking about, by letting go of yourself, by letting go of the person that you think that you are in this 3D realm. And when you do that, you grow spiritually through your faith by believing that you are everything that you experience. And when you do that, you expand your faith and you receive the consciousness that was otherwise unavailable to you because you hadn't opened up to that amount of faith yet. So you could almost look at it as like a flower opening up, right? The more you open up, the more you're receiving light. And the more light that you receive, the more power you receive from God, which is the infinite plane of consciousness that we reside within. We're a soul within the infinite plane of consciousness within God. And so in order to receive, in order to open up more every day, I would almost look at it like you're a flower. You're opening up. The whole idea is that you're opening up, because we've been living in a 3D realm, in this fallen world, where we have been closed. We have closed our soul. We have closed our faith. We have, I was watching a video the other day, and it was a comedy show. I'm not going to talk about who exactly was in the show, but the comedy was about how this one person was going to third world countries, and was showing extravagant amounts of faith, right? He was doing things that were not normal. He was doing things that society in those countries would consider abnormal and strange and crazy, and he was doing these things as if nothing was wrong, right? And that is a presentation or demonstration of faith, if you think about it, because that person knows wherever he goes, he is seeing himself, and he is living in faith when he acts in audacious faith, even in situations like that where he goes to third world countries and does things that they consider crazy. But he knows that those people that consider him to be crazy or look at him in a weird way are only representations of a way that he used to feel about himself inside. So he doesn't take it personally, because he realizes everything's him. And so that allows him to be the true person that he wants to be in those situations. And the reason I bring that up is because that was allowing him to open up, for himself. He was able to open up more. The more you do that, the more you open up like a flower, like I was saying, to the more light that's available to you through the infinite plane of consciousness that is God, because you are experiencing a greater, grander gesture of who you really are through the truth, which is that you're everything that you experience. And the more that you walk in that faith, no matter what setting you find yourself in, you can receive that light. So I'm just saying that the light that is available to us, that we can receive at every moment in time, especially now because heaven on earth is here, is by coming to a place of stillness. Like I said before, we have, or I've talked about meditation and how meditation can be used to, through breathing and through your self-affirmations to help you come to a place of stillness. But coming to a place of stillness, you can also just rest. You can actually not have to do any, breathing exercises. You don't have to visualize anything. The best way that you can connect with God is through prayer and coming to a place of stillness and praying through that stillness. So I would recommend for people that are looking to increase their energy levels to get away from, the noise, to get away from the things that are pulling you in different directions, and go to a place that's very quiet, that is very calming. I think going out in nature is a great place to do it, or going in your backyard like I am right now. I'm in my backyard. Going to a place where you can hear the birds chirp in the background a little bit, you can hear the wind blow, but a place where there's not a lot of background noise or cars driving by or things that are going to cause you to be distracted. Having a place that you can go to and just sit for 10 minutes a day and just close your eyes and just allow the letting go process to take place on its own. And that means becoming empty. It's all about becoming empty. So the more empty you become within your vessel, and the more detached you come within your vessel, the more stillness you feel within inside yourself, the less chaotic you feel, the less you're thinking about, oh, I got to do this in 5 minutes when I'm done with this stillness exercise, or in 10 minutes from now I have to start dinner. Those things fall away from you when you come to a place, first of all, in a setting where, like I said, you're very calm, you're very peaceful, and then you incorporate the letting go process to take place, where you become empty. You can concentrate on your breathing. I would concentrate on your breathing, just breathing as much in air as you possibly can and exhaling, and just doing that over and over again, and allowing the thoughts that you have in your mind that were there prior to you starting the exercise to kind of disappear on their own. It's not about forcing. It's not about trying not to think about anything. It's about allowing. It's about acceptance, because faith is all about acceptance. Faith isn't about forcing yourself to believe something. You can never force yourself to believe something that you really want to believe. You can only allow something that you really want to believe to come into place. And stillness is in alignment with that. Stillness is about allowing the energies that are cluttering your mind to dissipate by allowing yourself to be calm and to be free and to detach yourself completely from the outside world, and to allow yourself to become one with God, because we are always one with God, no matter how busy we find ourselves in that moment. We are always one with God, always. But once we allow the detachments and the energies to dissipate by allowing it to happen, and allowing the sensations of emptiness to fill our soul. And I know it's kind of counterintuitive, where we want to become, hopefully there's not a reflection here. I apologize if there is a reflection on the screen, guys. But we definitely want to just allow the energies within ourselves to dissipate without forcing anything. And when you do that, you're going to receive, as you become more empty of all of the energies that were pulling you in different directions, as you allow those energies to dissipate, and as you concentrate on your vessel becoming translucent and transparent. I like to think of my soul as being clear, becoming clear. And when you do that, you feel clear, and you feel the energies that were attached, the residue of worry, stress, anxiety to dissipate, and just visualize yourself being translucent and transparent within. And when you do that, you'll feel the energies of God, the higher vibration, will start to infuse into your soul. And you're going to start feeling a little bit of a tingling sensation the more you do that throughout your body. And that is a representation of, or a reflection of the amount of light that's now coming into your body, or faith that is now coming into your body, because you're allowing the personal attachments, and I talked about this in my last video. Depersonalization is the way in which you increase your faith. Well, coming to a place of stillness is in alignment with depersonalization, because what you're doing is you're allowing the attachments and the energies that have kept you stagnant and worried about certain things that you have to do in a certain amount of time, or whatever it is that is clinging to you energy-wise, that's keeping you feeling anxious or worried. And when you let those go, you're depersonalizing yourself, because you're saying it doesn't matter. Those things don't matter to me. What matters to me is my oneness with God. And that's what it comes down to, really, when I really break it down, is becoming one with God and becoming detached from the world. How do you do that? Through what I just explained, which is the stillness and feeling completely clear within. And once you do that, you're going to feel the energies of God. The higher vibrational energies are going to start coming into your consciousness, and what's going to start happening, and you're going to notice this. And it happened to me all the time. It happens to me all the time. You start thinking about things that are interesting. You start thinking about things that are new. You start thinking about things that you've never thought about before. You start thinking about things from a new perspective. You start thinking about things, for instance, there's something that may have happened to you that you thought was negative 2 days ago. And then as you do the stillness exercise, there's an epiphany that comes to your mind through the energy that's coming through. The epiphany is this: maybe that wasn't such a bad thing. In fact, I actually think it was a good thing now, because I have a new way of looking at that experience, in a way where I am now able to be free, because I know that there's nothing to worry about. And because of, in other words, you're not attaching that experience to something negative. You're saying it doesn't mean anything, because I now can see from a higher perspective on how it could be good as well, what I went through. And for that reason, I'm not going to be scared about walking into the world and having something similar like that happen again. Why? Because I see both sides of the situation. I see good and bad. They equal each other out. Everything is just is. I've depersonalized once again. It's another way of depersonalization, because nothing is good, nothing is bad, everything is just is. And that is the way in which you become free with God. And that's why you become connected with God through stillness. It's because you're getting to a point of nothing is good, nothing is bad, everything is just is. And because I'm raising my vibrational frequency through the stillness and the letting go of energies that are negative, I'm infusing myself with positive energies and a new way of looking at things. And in doing that, I see things from both perspectives. And in doing that, I become one with God, because God is freedom. God is freedom from the world. And you can see how this works, right? You can see how the freedom, you get exalted in freedom with this one connection with God that's always available to us. It's always there, but we're only conscious of it when we become to this place of stillness that I'm talking about right now. So hopefully this helps, guys. I would recommend doing this once a day. I would recommend doing this at least 10 to 15 minutes a day if you have the opportunity to do so. Anytime throughout the day is good, whether it's in the morning, in the afternoon, or the evening. But you'll see your life progress dramatically when you do this. God bless you guys. Stay prayed up. And like I said, heaven on earth is here. And it's time to take advantage of these higher vibrational energies all over this world. In God's mighty name, Jesus Christ. Love you guys. Amen.